Hey there, I wanted to share a deck that I've been making. It's quite a janky mill deck. It's sort of inspired by Jackischmtg's decks. I started following him on Twitch last year, or earlier this year, and he tends to make quite crazy decks. Previously he made like an artifact deck, which was really cool, and he likes to use Nexus of Fate. So I got inspired and I made this deck. It's a life gain mill Nexus of Fate deck. Life gain, not life gain. So it's got a ton of gain 3 life, gain life draw cards, revitalize, ritual of rejuvenation. Obviously 4 Nexus of Fate, Ixalan binding against planeswalkers and big threats, and then everything else is just draw. And a key component, primal amulet. The idea of the deck is you heal through the early game, you flip primal amulet as soon as possible, you draw, you cast Nexus of Fate, often for 2 turns, and it just starts the combo off. Eventually you get 2 turns out of Nexus of Fate, then 3 turns, occasionally you even get 4 or 3 turns, and if you get to that stage, you're pretty much guaranteed to be drawing through your deck and have unlimited turns, at which point it's safe to drop Psychic Corrosion to mill your opponent and they won't have an answer, hopefully. There's really not much safety in the deck apart from out healing the early game, but then later on you've got Uncomfortable Chill, or mid game you've got Uncomfortable Chill, which will stop the sort of the wider decks, and Blink of an Eye can work. They seem slightly underwhelming, but as soon as you flip Primal Amulet, Uncomfortable Chill will be given all the creatures -4, and it tends to be enough to keep you alive. It'll be doing -4, plus it'll be drawing you 2 cards. Obviously that, again, goes to -6 and 3 cards if you get 2 amulets flipped. Blink of the Eye, obviously you put it for the kicker to get the draw, because everything in here is about draw, to knock 2 things back, or maybe 3. And that's it really. It's quite a simple, it's a pretty dumb deck, but it works better than I ever expected, and I'll try and show you some gameplay, and hopefully we'll get good games where it starts to combo off. Okay, so kind of a bad hand to start off with. The fountain's good, but not having 2 colour lands is not great, but I'm going to keep it. Find the hardest decks to fight a Golgari, because they're going to have an Assassin's Trophy to take out the Primal Amulet. So we're going to get Amulet down, so we've got a chance this game. As long as they don't destroy it straight away. If they do, it's kind of GG. Okay, we'll try and drop it as soon as possible. As I say, if they kill this, which Bulgaria has a few ways, not only assassins, but their Vraskas tend to just target it. And this game's over, there's too much damage on the board. Okay, so we've got a chance. These are both going to draw us cards. Hopefully we can, if we're lucky, we'll be able to flip this turn. Okay, so we did get to flip. And I'm going to discard your choice and I made a mistake there because if I get the land I would have been able to do a double turn next turn. Okay, yeah, my fault if I lose this one. I could have won this one. Hey, I got lucky. So, get a double turn. Might be enough to keep me going because I've got another. This might start to combo, but you really want the library to be a bit lower. So as I say, when you've got this flipped, I see. I really want to draw as well. It's a bit wasteful. Probably shouldn't have used a fountain there. Shouldn't have placed a fountain there. Well, my saving grace is I get 2 turns with that Nexus. Let's do it again. We'll get it right this time. Taking that, and I'm going to knock out that, I think. Okay. Lost track of my turns. I think this is the last one I get. Don't want to knock this back because he's obviously got way more creatures in his graveyard now. I think I might knock these 2. Yeah, let's go for it. Oh. to target the same thing, didn't I? Ah, silly. Okay. Never mind. Preferable to do this on, with primal wellspring, but I would quite like the draw because it'd be good to get another amulet. I can see I've got another Nexus anyway. Yeah, let's do it. Take that. Getting low now in the library, so I should start chaining these Nexuses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. Okay, so you saw what was happening. And that's the deck really, and that was probably against its weakest matchup. Made tons of mistakes, but it's still pretty cool. It didn't really chain off as well as it sometimes does, but I hope you get the idea. Okay, this is a bad hand because you don't want to drop this too soon because it can get destroyed. 3 blues, it's not great. Chart of course is only good if you've got something you want to throw away. I wouldn't really want to throw away either of them. It's even worse. Chart of course, Nexus. Which is good because you can throw the Nexus away. Only 1 land. Yeah, I suppose that's okay. It's better than the other ones. Because again, I've got the draw 2, throw away that, but not great. Again, not brilliant, it's 3 cost. So discard that away because it's not actually a real discard, it gets took back. Oh, okay. Looks like we're playing against a control deck. These are, I have to admit, a bit of a pain because, you cancel the primal and you're in a bit of trouble. I'm going to hope it's more of a burn deck rather than control version of this deck. He hasn't got 2 mana open either, so maybe he needs negate to stop it. Now, I could have blinked this, but it's good to try and save them after you drop the amulet so you can chain through. Okay, there it goes. like he might be burned. Because everything's an instant, we can wait until see what he does on his turn.
Let's see what you got.
I think I'm okay with him having this.
Search for the unknown.
I mean, I could kick it back, but I'd rather let it tick off a bit. I think. Not sure, you can see I'm not pro. I'm just going to heal up. You can see everything has got double effects on the card, everything tends to draw. So, hold off on that. You'll notice it says when also when they're cast, you put the counter on, which is good. Even if they are control decks, it still counts as a counter.
Oh, come on! I just want to peek. The weight is killing me.
I'm going to stop that damage. Flip my amulet. And then I'm going to use the bounce. No, I'm not. I'm going to hold off on that. Like the draw you see, same as last game. Not doing all that much damage to me. Let's see if he's got a cancel. I'm thinking now he needs 2 cancels because I've used the primal spring well. I'm going to get at least 1 turn. Unless he's got 2. But I have the mana for 2. I'll get 1 turn instead of the 2, but you know, you've still got value. Another one down. And we're going to bounce both these back. I'm going to take action to damage. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Shot of course, throw away the land if it don't get anything good.
Search for the unknown. That's real science.
Use the opt. Be good to draw into some mill now. going to keep that because I'm expecting him to have that 6 cost. Forgot the name. Yeah. It's worth having Nexus at this point. And I'm going to hold off because if I do it next turn, I'm going to be able to use both to cast it, and I'll get 3 turns. So I'm just going to set up for the mill. And probably that's GG. I'm not sure what he can do from here. So that's going to get stronger as I mill through, but I should be okay. Should be. If as long as I keep my blink of the eye just in case.
Time to choose. Always so exciting.
Okay, play the Nexus first so I don't make mistakes. So, 3 turns now. This is what I mean about the dual function of all the cards. This would be kind of a dead card at the moment, but because it does draw, it's still useful for me. You can see when it goes off, look how quickly it melts. And yeah, he saw it. So, GG, that's the deck. I hope you like it.